Hey everybody, Andy here. Got something really awesome in the mail today. So this is a box of 88 tops, and I won this in a contest from Danny, who is 12 again. 12 again Sports and Outdoors, and it was a 100 sub contest. He sent me this entire box, and it's pretty cool. I want to explain. It's kind of a two-part deal. He also sent me this really nice little letter. So he says, Andy, thanks for participating in the contest. I greatly appreciate all the support you've given my channel. You won the 1988 Topps box and are therefore eligible for the 1988 Topps PSA graded Oral Hershiser card, should you find one. So basically, we're going to open up packs of 88 Topps until we find an Oral Hershiser, and if I do, Danny's going to send me a slabbed version of the card. So I'm excited. I love 80s anything, and I certainly like this set. It's very classic, so we're going to get into it and start cracking into them. Side note, besides looking for Oral Hershiser, I'm going to hope to find some Glavin rookies, which are in here, and I don't know, there wasn't too many good ones from this year. 87 obviously had a lot, but yeah, let's just get started with these four and see what we find. I love going through these, and it's so much fun. And we will stop. We will stop when we find an Oral Hershiser. And I'm saying when because I'm confident that I'm going to be able to win part 2 of this contest here. So we got Bob Boone, Albert Hall. Also, a lot of these are going to help me with my team set for 88, which still needs some people. So I'm going to be setting Hall of Famers and Braves and stars up here in the top. Jay Aldrich, there's Dennis Eckersley, Fernando, and I think Pedro Guerrero on the Dodgers leaders cards. Yeah. George Hendrick, there's Joe Carter. Put him up here. And yeah, Bob Stanley, Don Sutton, very nice, love that. Tim Wallach, Sparky Anderson, Hall of Famer, I believe, Barry Lyons and Roy Smalley again. So I'm going to try to get through these relatively quickly, and because who knows how many we're going to open up. And let's see how we do. I will tell you that these are in pretty good shape. You gotta love this. You gotta love these cards. There is something about 80s cards that is so appealing to me. I can't quite put my finger on it. There's Carlton Fisk. So I'm curious to know how y'all store cards, and I enjoy binders, and so basically the way that I do, after I go through packs like this, a lot of people ask me what I do with all these cards and how I store them. Well, I've got issues with that. I'd be the first to admit. But what I do is I put Hall of Famers and stars in a binder. And when I get doubles of those players, I set them aside because I'd like to send them to fans of people I've met through the community and people who like particular teams and stuff like that. So Hall of Famers are usually a good pick to send people. And so yeah, Hall of Famers and stars go in a binder. Braves players go in a separate binder where I'm putting together team sets. And there's Tony Gwynn. And then the rest I set aside and eventually sort them by team, and then again, have them on hand. Dan, please sack. to either help people with their team sets or whatever. But I mean, there will come a time when I need to figure out a way to offload a lot of these commons. I love opening packs. I do it a lot on this channel, as some of y'all know, and it's been a really fun way to get back into the hobby, to do a lot of pack breaks, but storage issues are no joke. End up with a lot of things that you just don't necessarily want or need, and I'm not building sets like this. I may someday, but for right now I'm not. So yeah, I keep stuff that I like in binders. I set things I think other people would like aside, and that is pretty much the way I do it. The ones I store away, like commons that I don't have an attachment to, just usually cardboard boxes. So eventually, you run out of space. I'm not quite there yet, but I need to figure it out. Well, there's a cool Ellis Burks Cup card. I like the Don Baylor. That might be binder worthy. There's Barry. Not a fan. Like the Ellis Burks. So no Glavin, no Oral Hershiser yet. We are, what, 5 packs deep? This will be number 6. So let's see how many it's going to take. I predict that we'll find one in the 8th box. So we're on 6 right now. Take that. Dig the All-Star cards, and oh, this is a pretty cool card here. Check that out. Phil Niekro and Joe Niekro, record breakers. That's where they passed the Perrys. Cool. Schmidt. I really always liked this Ron Sandberg card. So that's a keeper for sure. Juan Behringer. So no Oral. Again, no Hershiser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so this is number 7. We'll see. Averaging about a pack a minute at this point for the video. It's going to end up being a lot longer than most of my videos. And again, Danny, 12 Again, Sports and Outdoors. I think he might eventually do some fishing videos. I think he mentioned that at some point, which is cool. But man, he's just a super nice guy. So if you haven't checked him out, throw him some love. I'll put a link, and I'd love for everybody to go check out his channel. I thought this was just a super cool little 2-part giveaway. I mean, it's great to get a whole box of wax product. First of all, that's a hefty prize, right? And then to have the part 2 where you could get a slab. I mean, that's pretty cool of him, I gotta say. Say no to drugs on the inside here. This is pack number 8, so we'll see how psychic I am. Spoiler alert, I'm not at all. It will be freak luck if it happens. Okay, the other thing, if you're still with me at this point, golly, I can't believe anybody's still watching this. You know what it is? Lee Lacy, that's good. He's good. He was good player. All right, and Jody Davis too. So, all right, so what it is I find myself a lot of times extremely busy for work. And there's so many people's channels that I would like to watch. I'm not psychic, by the way. Confirm. There's so many people's channels that I would like to watch more of, and I just find myself limited by time in the day, like everybody. And so because of that, I have a hard time watching longer videos. So it's not that I don't enjoy them, it's just that I rarely ever have time to sit there and watch. Sometimes I might have 20, 30 minutes to sit there and watch some videos, and when I do, I'd rather watch 2 or 3 than just one long one, you know? Andre Dawson and Eddie Murray, this is cool. We got some Hall of Famers that have been popping up here. It's a good sign. And look at that, a couple Braves. So, also, I have a hard time believing that anybody wants to hear me talk. I have a job where I talk a lot, all day, to people in person, over the phone, just nonstop. I'm a recruiter. And I get so sick of hearing my own voice by the end of the day most of the time. And it's hard to believe that anybody would want to sit here and watch me talk, listen to me talk for this long. So, but I hope if you're here with me right now at the 11-minute mark, I hope you're enjoying it. I mean, these are great. This is a great set. Obviously brings back a lot of memories for a lot of people. And I'm not spending as much time on some of these players because I am trying to keep it moving. But if you're seeing anything that you like in here at all, I am so happy and willing to send things out to people. This community has been incredibly generous. I'm behind on videos right now. I still need to do like a full care package video from my friend Brandon, who sent me some really awesome stuff. I still have some things that John from John Sports Cards sent me a while back that I've not shown in detail. So for those reasons, when I get any cards that I just don't have a particular tie to, that I don't collect specifically, oh man, isn't that cool? Cool card for me. Braves leaders with the Murph. That's really awesome. I didn't have that one yet. Here's Matt Williams, and is he a rookie here? Yeah, I believe he is. I've heard other people say it, and I'm one that when I was a kid, if I saw the total line and the last season are the same, that's how I kind of determined if it was a rookie card or not. I know that's not scientific, but that is how I always used to understand it. Rookie cards are extremely complicated nowadays to me still, even though it's been explained, and it's been explained well. It's like one of those things that I just can't seem to, it just won't sink into my brain. So I'm never quite sure about a true rookie card, but to me, that Matt Williams I think is. So there you go. There's Sweet Lou Piniella, Jody Reed, Steve Jeltz always had great Jerry curl action going on. So this is obviously like stream of consciousness. Here's a second-year Barry Larkin. Pretty cool. Robin Yount, nice. Spike Owen. Kind of surprised we haven't seen Hershiser yet. We are about halfway through this box, and we're at the 13-minute mark, so I'm committed. I'm going to keep this thing recording, and I'm going to keep opening packs of cards until I find it. And perhaps I will have to release this in a two-parter. I liked George Bell as a kid. I'm getting some good Braves that I needed. And I like the team leaders cards too. And I've always liked this Tommy Lasorda in the golf cart. Bruce Benedict is a double, but it's okay. Ken Schramm had a brother who played ball. And look at that Will Clark. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Definitely not a rookie, but it's an early card of his. So we've had some good stuff. I mean, look, this keeper pile is like all disorganized, but it's getting tall. And it's just all-star cards, team leaders, and then like stars and Braves. So that's a pretty thick stack. of stuff I want to sort and put away. And then the others, like I said, please let me know if you need any of these things. I mean, I know these cards aren't too hard to come by, but why would you buy something if you got somebody like me who has spare copies that I'm happy to send out? Dave Parker, that's a good one. Put him up here. Storm Davis, Mookie Wilson. It's good. Kevin Elster we'll put up here too, I guess. Okay. Love these turn back the clocks. So I'm working on getting these cards. There's not that many of these turn back the clocks from the years they did it. And I like getting the original card, so that's one that I will look into. Pasqua. Man, no Hershiser. Where is he at? Is it like short printed or something? Is that the joke? Is this a joke, Danny? On me? I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's not. We will find one. I'm just surprised. We're halfway through here and hadn't seen it yet. Cecil was the man. Is this the year? No, it's not the year. I can't remember the year he hit 51, but he blew up. Speaking of a guy who had like a monster year, Kevin Mitchell did. Was it this year or the year after? Alejandro Pena was great. Yep, so chugging along here, chugging right along. You know what I really hope? I really hope that I didn't miss it. And like, people are screaming at their screens right now. That'd be embarrassing and frustrating for the people watching. Like Rafael Belliard when he came to the Braves. There's a Doc Gooden All-Star. Bobby Thigpen, like that. Another Braves leader's nice. Fernando, nice. Jimmy Key. Fred McGriff, cool. Let's get him in the Hall of Fame soon. What do you say? He deserves it. He's one of the few power hitters from that era that just wasn't cheating like crazy and destroying sacred records and stuff. So let's get the Crime Dog in the Hall of Fame. I think he'll get there. I just hope sooner than later. Cool. Most consecutive games, switch home runs. How many did he have? Well, 2. It's pretty impressive still. Here's another cool turn back the clock, Ron Blomberg. I bet you that'll be an affordable one to pick up, so that's cool. McClendon, Bobby Bowe, love it. So yeah, I've been super busy, everybody. I'm behind on videos. I'm behind on watching. I'm behind on making. You know, just behind in general. And I mixed up my stacks here, but so my apologies if I've been absent from your channel. Sometimes I will go back and catch up. I mean, I enjoy watching so many people's content on here. It's so fascinating to see how different people collect, to see cards that maybe weren't on my radar, to learn things about the hobby. You know, it's a shame. It's a shame. I wish I had more just downtime. I've been staying at the office late and bringing my work home. And as a recruiter, I'm like measured on, you know, production. I'm concerned with production. So I'm willingly doing all these things. I'm not forced to work a lot from home, but if I want to be good at what I do, there we go. Boom. What I was going to say is, to be the best I can at my job, I know my weaknesses, and I'm not a good multitasker, and I'm often slow and methodical about the way I do things, and I really only do one thing at a time well. So that's why it takes me a little longer to do certain administrative tasks, and I like to have more meaningful conversations with people that sometimes tend to be longer. So I do it to myself in a lot of ways. But hey, Danny, look what I found, man. That is a winner. So I think, according to this scavenger hunt, cool 2-part thing, says, basically once you find the card, do as you please with the rest, post a video, and he's going to mail me a PSA version. Super cool, man. So, Danny, this was a lot of fun, man. This is the most packs I've opened in one time in a long time. This is also probably the longest video I've ever made. And, hey, if anybody's still watching at this point, you guys are awesome. Let me know in the comments, and I will hook you up with something. But y'all check out Danny. He's grown quickly. He's super down to earth, and I think you won't be disappointed if you go check out some of his videos. But hey, man, I'm thrilled about this. Oral Hershiser obviously had a huge season. Big part of the Dodgers World Series win over the A's. And so I just think it's cool to have like a 1988 theme, contest like this, man. So thank you. I really did need, with all the long days at work and stuff, there's something really therapeutic about cracking open 30-year-old wax and just seeing players' names that you maybe haven't seen in a while. Looking for whatever you collect. I mean, I picked up some good Braves for my team set. That leaders card is one I didn't have any of. Now I have a doubles copies, and some other Hall of Famers in here I didn't have too. So anyway, rambling. Danny, you're awesome, dude, and all of y'all are pretty awesome too. I really appreciate the interactions with folks on here, meeting new people, and just kind of enjoying this hobby. It's been really a good move. It was kind of accidental when I kind of fell back into the hobby here almost a year ago now, but man, I've learned a ton. I've spent way too much money, but mostly just enjoyed the heck out of it. So I plan on continuing, and got a lot of projects that I'm working on now. I have a lot more direction now than I did when I first got back into it. So a lot of cool videos coming from me. If you want a sneak peek, I can tell you I have a lot of early 80s wax. 84 Donruss might be one of them, 83 Tops, some 81, 82 Donruss as well. I have some 70s, a 70s pack I need to open up still. Been saving it for a rainy day. I've got some 1962 editions. I've got some 80s slabs, and all the kind of stuff I like. Eventually I will get caught up on videos, and I can't wait to share them and watch what everybody else is doing here too. So, all right, 2436, 2440. I'll tell you what, if you're at this point of the video and you've just spent the last 25 minutes with me, in the comments, type, Andy, I made it the whole 25. and then give me your email address, and I'll send you a party favor. I hope I see some comments like that, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.